Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can replace multiple values in Power Query. So in this example I've got dates, order numbers, and statuses of those orders. But some of these statuses, might overlap or maybe even seem redundant. I have things like awaiting authorization, awaiting shipment, preparing shipment. And so I'm going to consolidate some of these and group them into and just say pending, instead of having all these different statuses, right? To simplify the data. So first things first, I'm going to load this data into Power Query. So I'm going to go to the Data tab, select the button to get data from table or range, and now it's going to open up Power Query. And if you want to replace values, the process itself isn't terribly complex. I mean, all we need to do, select this entire column, right click, there's an option for replacing values. Once I hit OK, I have the option to select the value that I want to find and what I want to replace it with. So let's say I want to change awaiting authorization and set it to pending. If I do that and hit OK, you'll see now I've got rid of those descriptions that have awaiting authorization, and now it just shows pending. Now, this isn't an ideal solution because, if I wanted to replace multiple values this way, I'd have to repeat these steps over and over again. So it's not optimal. So there is a way to, make this a bit easier, and you can do this. You can make more changes at once by updating this formula, because here you can see we've got the formula. This tells us what Power Query did in this step. So it used the function called replace value. So it referenced the source, that was this previous step. It changed awaiting authorization to pending, and then it applied that replace text function. So I can manipulate this by changing this, and what I'm going to do is use some if statements here to accomplish that. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to keep this source step here because I need to reference that. But what I'm going to do now is use the each keyword, which basically tells Power Query that I want to go through each of these items. So I'm going to say each item, each status, comma, and then say each if the status is equal to awaiting authorization. So I've got my clause there. If it's equal to awaiting authorization, then I'm going to say it's going to be equal to pending, which I've already got here. So now it's going to check if it's awaiting authorization, if it's pending. Then I'm going to say, okay, else if, so I can create another if function to say, okay, if, again, the status is, let's say in this case, awaiting shipment. I can say then it's equal to pending. And then so I can keep on adding on to this. If I want to do another else if statement, I could do that as well. So I'm saying, okay, go through each status, and through each one of those statuses, if they're equal to awaiting authorization, send it to pending. Else means if that's not the case, then we're saying, okay, then if the status is awaiting shipment, then set it to pending. And so we can continue on and do another else if status is equal to, in transit, let's say. We can keep on building. But if you don't need any more, then we can just say, okay, else status. Right? Now then we leave the rest with the same replacer.replace text and status. So now, see if that works. So now we've replaced both of those in there. So it may seem a bit confusing, the syntax at first, but basically we're using the replace value step, referencing the source, going through each one of these status, everything in the status field, and so that's where that each keyword comes into place, and say each again, going through each one, if the status is equal to awaiting authorization, so we only have to use that each keyword on the first if statement. So if the status is equal to awaiting authorization, then set it to pending. Else, you can think of else as sort of like otherwise. Otherwise, then if it's equal to status, if the status is set to awaiting shipment, then set it to pending. Otherwise, leave it as is. So we could change this to another else if statement. Say, okay, else if. Now we say else if the status is equal to, let's say, in transit. Then you can see it highlights these keywords like each, if, then, blue to know that these are special reserved words in Power Query, so you don't want to be using them for variables or anything like that. So in this case, okay, if it's in transit, then again, let's set it to pending. And now let's say, okay, we're done with all these if statements. Now we can just say, okay, else status. So again, think of else as like otherwise. So if it's equal to this, then set it to this. Otherwise, if this, then that. Otherwise, if this, then that, then it's pending. Otherwise, just leave the status as is. So we're saying, okay, just leave it as is at that point. So we got in transit here. So if this worked, then this should change to pending as well. So there we go. So we've made all those changes all in one shot. So as you can see, this is a bit easier to do. I mean, you'd have to repeat the steps over and over again to run the replace value, and then it's not as clean of a way to do it. What might be easier when doing this, you can go to the advanced editor and you can have this written out here as well. If it's a bit easier to follow, you can just do a copy and paste of these things. You've got, if status, then that, else. So you could copy that syntax to use it over and over again if you needed more items to replace. But as you can see, this is a whole lot more compressed than doing multiple steps in the repeat value and then repeat value over and over again. So if you want to compress your steps and try to do multiple replacements in just one shot, then try using the function, the replace value function. It can be a little bit intimidating because if you haven't used it before, but it's really an if statement that you need to do. So you're just replacing the value, the formula that it had there before, and just saying each status, and then set that each if statement, and then once you've got those each keywords, you don't need to use them again. Then it's just a matter of if, then, else, if, then, else, if, then, else, and then it's just a matter of filling in that with what you want to replace. So the good thing about it is, you just follow this template over and over again, and you can replace as many words as you want, and then it makes it a bit cleaner. So it might be easier to do replace values over and over again, but if you're looking for a way to do it all in one single step in Power Query, then manipulating the function and the formula in this Power Query step is definitely the best way to go about it.